and welcome all of you. Today I am going to present a review on power of vulnerability by a speaker, Brené Brown. She is a researcher and storyteller. In this video, uh, the this video is the most watched and highly impactful TED Talk in the history, profoundly affecting the lives of millions. I'm going to present you Miss Cassandra Brené Brown. In this talk, she has a very beautiful message, TED Talk. According to her, the fundamental message of this talk is that what we perceive as vulnerability is actually our greatest strength. Brené Brown explains that joy, love, and creativity are born in the places where we allow feel exposed, insecure, or vulnerable. According to her, the most basic human need is to connect with others. People who suffer from loneliness or shame often, if people knew my flaws, they wouldn't love me. Finds shame as a deep, painful feeling that we are unworthy of connection. According to her, well is courage. Brown argues that the action like saying I love you, starting a project where failure is possible, or admitting a mistake are not weaknesses. They are act of profound courage, himmat. True courage is about showing up and being seen. After she talks about numbing emotions, we often try to avoid or numb or pain, shame or fear through medication or excessive busyness. The problem is that you cannot selectively numb negative emotions. When you numb, you also your capacity to feel joy, gratitude, and peace. So she says we should embrace our pain or our shyness. We should all excessively or at least moderately, we should feel that emotions. After that, she tells us the most crucial takeaway is the realization and belief that we are worthy and enough just as we are. When we accept this truth, we are able to be kinder and more loving toward ourselves. In this talk resonates so deeply because Brené Brown does not speak like a typical researcher. She shares her personal story, how her own research led her to a massive mental breakdown, a vulnerability hangover, and necessi- necessitated therapy. In this talk, the positive aspect is her style is witty, humorous, deeply touching. She explains complex psychology issues in a very simple, relatable terms. And in this talk, the lesson, uh, this video teaches us to stop striving to be perfect and instead embrace our imperfections. According to her, the best quote that I found in her talk is vulnerability is not winning or losing. It is having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control the outcome over the outcome. The essence to be vulnerable means to step into arena of life knowing the result is uncertain yet choosing courage over comfort. According to me, the conclusion of this talk was if you are someone who struggles with self doubt, constant problems, identify your shame script. When you procrastinate or feel exposed, a core belief about yourself often I am not smart enough, I am not hardworking enough, or they will judge me. Shame script. But you will have to do the action. The next time you feel the urge or hide or numb, pause and write down the exact sentence your inner critic is saying. Then the reframe. Once the script is externalized, challenge it. Instead of I am a failure, try replacing it with a wholeheartedness statement that such as I am doing my best and I am worthy of rest regardless of outcome. She is saying don't focus on the outcome. First do your action, perform your best, and later on wait for the outcome, whatever it would be. The practice, the square, shame resilience. Brené Brown's identify four elements necessary for she this practice turned him from paralyzing force into a momentary feeling. Step one, recognize it. Be able to physically recognize the symptoms of shame. For example, sudden hotness, urge to retreat, tightening chest, etc. Step second, find empathy. The minute you feel shame, you must talk to someone you who has earned the right to hear your story. Shame cannot survive being spoken aloud. In the third step, she says, own your story. Accept that the shame is yours, but it does not define your worth. What should be the action? Next time you fail or make a mistake, force yourself to send one text message or make one phone call to a trusted friend and simply say, I messed up and I feel embarrassed. In this whole talk, she also talked about defining your arena. The talk encouraged showing up in the arena of life. However, if taking risk or putting yourself out there, You need a filter for criticism. Brown stress Brown stresses that opinion that matters are those of the people who are also in the arena with you, fighting and trying, not the critics standing on the sideliness. In this, the action create a physical or mental list, 5 to 10 people whose opinion genuinely matters to you or your well-being, your partner, or a close friend. The, when you receive criticism, especially from the internet or strangers, ask yourself, is this the person in my arena? If the answer is no, then their opinion is a noise, not a data, and you can let it go. That was all about TED Talk review. Hopefully, you have enjoyed it, and you will learn more about this very soon. Uh, Hopefully, you had enjoyed the TED Talk, courage, compassion, connection, and definitely she has a very beautiful way of delivery. Her all points, uh, and she is the author of many books, in which she more of the books. I think they are just about the courage, uh, in the positive sense. She is here to increase your courage, and I am really very inspired by her sayings, her books, her uh, what would you say, her way of delivery. Very beautifully, she explains her each point and try to convince her uh, theory. And I think she is a very this talk is very useful for ourselves, especially people me who are very shy among, and they cannot express themselves, and they have a fear of, and they are unable to communicate or mix up with the people of new age or the new people. Definitely very useful, and I will suggest you all to watch this once at least. uh, so summing up, all, I would like to have uh, the permission from me. Thank you very much. This was Nurulak and signing. Thank you very much for having me and giving me your precious time.